What's up, Dokkan player? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Blaze. Today we are back with another Dokkan battle video, and today before we start the video, of course, hopefully you guys are having a very good day today. And today we are talking about the upcoming part 2 celebration of the $350 million celebration. When does it start, and what can we expect here in terms of content? Now, in order for us to actually dictate when, or actually predict when part 2 is going to start, is by actually going back to last year, right? Because last year's celebration was actually kind of similar to this year, and usually Dokkan likes to stick to the same routine as well, right? So if we actually take a look, this will be part 2, but if we actually take a look at part 1, part 1 last year did start, I believe, on the 27th. Yeah, so just right here, it started on the 27th of August. And this year, the celebration actually started on the 25th, I believe, right? Yeah, so on the 25th of August, it did actually start. So, again, we are probably going to see here that using the same blueprint as last year, when we actually take a look at part 2, you will see here that part 2 did start on the 14th of September, right? So this one, for this year's celebration, should start around the 14th, maybe the 13th, maybe also the 15th. All depends which Dokkan decides to kind of, go with, but this is probably going to be the date that we are going to get part 2. So pretty simple. Part 2 is be probably on the 14th, 15th, or 13th of September. And what can we expect here from part 2? Well, very, very similar to last year. We are for sure going to get here a new legendary summon banner, which will introduce a new LR. We should also get the awakenings as well for the Zarbon and the Goku, right, on their own events. Let's actually take a look here at their event. Should be right about here. So yes, so we actually get here the Zarbon, and now you get here the Goku, and we should be getting their awakening. Now, we don't know for sure, but there actually might be a part 3, right? Again, it all depends what Dokkan decides to do here, but if they actually do a part 3, then I do expect here that the LR Full Power Frieza, the STR version, is going to get an EZA. So again, we're probably getting an EZA for these characters as well. Or we actually might get their waiting and their easy at the same time. All depends again what Dokkan decides to do here. We also should get here the new stages for the Ginyu Force for Jace and Berta as well. I don't think we're gonna get Captain Ginyu, just in case they actually do part 3. Because if they do part 3, then I'm for sure thinking that this Ginyu is gonna be for part 3, right? Again, the Ginyu Force, their Extreme Z area is very easy. Doesn't take that much time to do here. So if you are new to Game of Dokkan, you definitely have these guys fully rainbowed at least. And also fully, I say that as well because their awakening is so incredible so far. Like the the Goldo and the Raccoon are both ridiculous units, right? They both have their own specifics when it comes to Dokkan, but I mean, so far I do prefer Goldo because I do prefer Super Bad Road. But I mean, Raccoon is still a huge monster. So again, definitely do not sleep on these free-play characters. They are extremely good and it can take you very far. We do have here the orbs. The skill orbs for the Ginyu Force, which is fine. And for part 2 as well, we should be also getting here the event. Where is it? It should be right about here. Oh, actually, we should also get here the new EZA for the transforming Goku, the AGL one, because you can see here from the previous Dokkan, now they did kind of leak it. So for part 2, we're for sure gonna get here the EZA for the transforming AGL Goku, and also we already get here part 2 of this mission for the collection of epic battles. Now for this part right here, it was kind of geared more towards the new Frieza, if you actually did pull him, because all the missions did have that unit in there, and it actually made the event much more easier. So for part 2, it should be focused more on the Super Saiyan Goku, because part 2 is included here the Frieza and the Ginyu Force. You actually see it from the details. I'm not sure if it actually shows here, but let me just see here. No, there's no details of this event. That's unfortunate, but it does mention that for part 2 or the upcoming event, that they will have here the Ginyu Force and the Frieza Force. So again, I do expect here part 2 to have here the second part of this event here, and this event is actually not that bad. It's actually really fun, and I'm not too sure if this is actually replacing the Infinite Dragon Ball History event. I feel like it is, because last year during the celebration, right, we actually got here the second wave of the Infinite Dragon Ball History event, as you can see here. But for part 1, we actually did not get any Infinite Dragon Ball History event, so I do believe that this is replacing the Infinite Dragon Ball History event for the time being, which I'm not too mad about because it's actually a pretty fun event, like I said before. So again, shout out here to Dokkan for bringing new content. Really do like this. Gonna be really fun to see here against the Frieza, but again, Goku should probably just completely demolish the event. So that's gonna be for part 2 as well. Also, we should also get here, one more thing I was going to get, I forgot here. Part 2, we got the LR. I don't know if we're going to get here new stages of Super Battle for Global. I really hope that we do, because this is where we got introduced to Extreme Super Battle. So again, I do hope that we are getting new stages for Super Battle, because we are kind of behind compared to JP. So the new stages, the new category stage of Super Battle should be coming on Global, but I don't know. I feel like, you know, I feel like that this maybe might be coming with Gohan for the new stages, because he is introducing a new category. But I mean, I would probably, hopefully, crossing fingers that we are getting the new 10 stages for Super Battle, for category Super Battle. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens for the celebration. Now, this is actually what I'm going to talk about. Is going to be here the Legendary Summon Banner. The Legendary Summon Banner, by the way, of course, as you guys know, is going to be part of the Namek Saga category, right? Now, the Planet Namek Saga, I don't know who they would put, honestly, as the LR. Now, we could have your Vegeta, because if you guys see here from the collection of battle, there is a Vegeta art. Now, that could hint here that we are getting here a LR Vegeta. I wouldn't be too mad at it, but I mean, look at the Planet Namek category. It's just so small. Like, really, I hope we are getting a new character. Vegeta would definitely fit in as well. And also, it's actually pretty interesting as well as a shout to Goresh, is that we could probably maybe see an EZA for the 50% support units. So for the Vegeta and also the Kid Gohan for the celebration, right? I mean, so far we have not seen the returns of the 50% support units, which is quite a shame, because for new players in the game of Dokkan, I would say they're kind of missing out, because these characters do elevate certain categories. Even the monotypes, but I mean for categories, they do definitely elevate a certain character. So I would probably hope and pray that we're maybe going to see them for part 2 or maybe part 3. Now, if you actually take a look here at the Namek Saga here as well, so shout out here to the wiki. We do actually have a list of characters that are going to be part of that were actually part of the Planet Namek Saga. So we do have Vegeta. So again, he has the potential to be an LR. We could also get here Dende. I think Dende would be pretty nice. A very good addition to the to the Namekian category. Now, I'm not too sure what animation they can probably give him. But, I mean, seeing Dende would be a nice thing. I probably would prefer him as a free-to-play character if they were going to introduce another character. But, I mean, I feel like Dende definitely deserves some recognition, because we do have Kami, right? And Kami is a support-type unit. He is also free-to-play, because you only get him from the tournament. But, I mean, again, Dende probably would, you know, fit the category, or fit like another Kami, right? Because Kami is just not that great. He's just really there for support. But, I mean, we can have the same thing for Dende. We also have your this. This was actually pretty interesting. So we have Yamcha, Chaozu, and Tien. Now they don't do really much in the Planet Namek Saga, because they're dead. But I mean, this could be a very good free-to-play LR, because the Earthlings category definitely needs it. And honestly, this would be a nice surprise. Now I don't think there'd be a top legendary summon banner, because I don't think they would sell that much. But as a free-to-play LR, I think these guys would be really nice to have here. But I mean, again, we just have to wait and see. But I would prefer here a free-to-play, at least a free-to-play card for the Tien, Yamcha, and Chaozu as well. Now, we do have Zarbon as well. Now, we do have your free-to-play card for Zarbon. There's no confirmation that he is going to awaken to an LR, which I don't think he's going to awaken to an LR, but that would be pretty shocking. But I don't think he's going to be an LR either, because, again, we already had the free-to-play card, so Zarbon's kind of out of the picture. We could potentially get here, if you actually could take a quick look here, there's no picture of them? That sucks. I was going to say here, the Gohan and Krillin, they could be an LR. Now, as an LR, I probably, maybe, depending on how broken they make them, I don't think they're going to be as hype as an LR, just because like their categories would be pretty wonky. They're going to be only probably on Joint Forces. Unfortunately, they're not going to be on Earthlings or the Hybrid Saints, because Gohan and Krillin are both different, you know, units here. So that would be, you know, a very bad decision, I'd say. But I mean, Gohan and Krillin would be nice, but I mean, I don't think it would be the best choice to be an LR, just because, again, I just don't see how well they would work out in other teams, right? Because we have LR Bully, Chila, and Lemo, for example, who are in Joint Forces, but they're only on Joint Forces and moving bosses. So again, I don't want to see that happen ever again, because for a premium LR to be only on 2 categories, that is just, you know, very bad. So again, I probably wouldn't want to see these characters get an LR, just because I'm kind of scared of how limited they are going to be when they come out here. So we do have a potential of the Doria, but there's no way the Doria is gonna be an LR. I'd be completely shocked if it is would be the Doria. I mean, we have Goku, we have Frieza. We could probably get here, if I actually take a look back here on the Planet Namek Saga, we could probably get, what's his face here? The Captain Ginyu and Goku. Now this right here, I wouldn't be too mad about it. Just because we don't have any good cards like this, right? This is kind of a gimmick, like no one ever uses this card. But a Captain Ginyu that's inside of Goku's body would be pretty cool to have. So far, he's on a ton of categories. He's on the Ginyu Force, he's on the Planet Namek Saga, Dragon Ball Seekers, Terrifying Conquerors, Special Pose, Space Traveling Warriors, and Corroded Body and Mind. So, I mean, him having an LR wouldn't be as bad because he's on a ton of categories who are very powerful. So, again, the Captain Ginyu and Goku, I probably might prefer over Vegeta. I'm not too sure. But, I mean, we just have to wait and see here. But again, it's very hard to see who's going to be part of the category. I'd be super surprised if this actually going to be here Nail. If Nail got an LR, that would be bonkers. That would be such a huge W for the Namekian category, because the Namekian category is just a very, I wouldn't say a fathered category, but it's a very mid category. So, but again, I would be open to a Nail LR, to be honest, just because again they need a lot of help. Another potential is probably going to be the regular Captain Ginyu. If anything, he is a huge part in the Planet Namek Saga, so I feel like he's also deserving of an LR, even though he already has one. Like, we need a new Captain Ginyu, because this one right here, the LR that's already available, he's okay. His passive is just very useless in my opinion, right? It's more on his super attack. He's actually very useful, but his passive, Ki plus 3, attack plus 7,777 for all allies, is just, you know, no one really cares about that, right? So again, that's gonna be it for, I guess, the kind of figuring out who's gonna be for part 2 for the LR. Again, I'm not too sure who it's gonna be, but I mean, we're probably seeing either Vegeta, maybe Gohan and Krillin, maybe Nail, or maybe a Captain Ginyu as well. So again, that's gonna be my choices. Hopefully as well, I also expect here, even though we are getting the transforming Goku to get an EZA, I really do hope that this character gets an EZA, because he is just not that great. His EZA would definitely help you out when it comes to missions, like for example the Legendary GT Goku event. He will definitely help you out for the Connected Hopes for sure. So again, praying, hoping that we're probably getting an EZA for this character. Alright, so that's gonna be available, boys. So again, part 2 should be starting on the 13th, 14th, or 15th of September, depending on Dokkan. And yeah, and for the LR, let me know down below what you guys think is gonna be. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit like button, sub for more videos coming down below. And hopefully, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!